I have never been more excited to put on socks this morning. Moral of the story is currently on a bit of a mission to get on this ferry.
That was amazing.
Good morning. Really loud. How do I look today? New clothes, different shirt. Sarah's finally wearing something different too.
We're not matching.
I have never been more excited to put on socks this morning as I was to put these on.
AJ gives me a hug. He goes, "Oh, you smell good." Confused and excited.
Today our plan is to walk around another local town and then go get some lunch at a gluten-free restaurant.
Really?
We're not taking the ferry this morning. Had a bad run-in yesterday with it, so we are gonna try to avoid it as much as possible and take the train right now.
It's 9:45 a.m., almost 12 hours since we were just in this tunnel last night.
It's nice because the train station is literally like a 10-minute walk right from downtown where we're staying, so got here plenty of time, thankfully.
KJ was making me rush. Now I'm sweaty.
Well, the train might be delayed like 65 minutes, so we're gonna try to go get a ferry that's in 30 minutes and see what happens. Moral of the story is don't trust the public transportation at Lake Como or have plans that have times. Thankfully, we don't have like set plans. We're not like trying to get somewhere at a certain time. But we had like a rough idea of what we want to do today, and it's kind of getting a little wonky right now.
It's loose, you know? It doesn't have to be like 9 o'clock breakfast, 10 o'clock this. It's like 9 to 11 like this. And every day it's just like, you thought you were doing that? No, you're not doing that.
There's nobody in there. Yes. Yes. Remember when I said we were going to avoid the ferry? We're not taking the ferry this morning. Here we are. Well, I will say, staying in Bolano is definitely better than staying in one of these bigger, more popular towns because the crowds here can get ridiculous. And
only 11 a.m.
Yeah.
It's super crowded.
And we really haven't had any crowds in Bolano at all, which is very nice. So if you're coming here, definitely consider staying in a smaller, lesser known town. In Varenna, there is a little walkway along the lake. Pretty quintessential place. You've probably seen pictures of it. Very beautiful, very crowded.
We're going along with our 10,000 other friends.
Yes.
This is so beautiful. The houses are all different colors. It's much bigger than Bolano, so like I get the vibe and why you'd come stay here. We were just walking around the town and we found a beach. It's beautiful. This is why I brought my swimsuit.
We're not actually going swimming here. There's no place to change into our bathing suits, and I didn't bring mine. We'll definitely go swimming later on in Bolano though. We took a right after we left the ferry and just kept walking until we found just like this quiet little area. It's like us and just a few locals, and it's really nice and relaxing over here.
Villa Monastero is also that way. We don't really have enough time right now, but it was definitely on our list of things to do. Beautiful gardens and a beautiful villa.
I think we also got our fill of villas yesterday, so don't necessarily need to see another one. Found a great spot in some shade of an umbrella. The restaurant behind us doesn't appear to be open yet, and this would be a great spot to get a drink.
Pizza.
Or pizza.
Or pizza.
Yeah. But the view here is great. It's an iconic view of Varenna, and we're just gonna enjoy it for the next couple minutes.
Morale is up now.
Morale is getting higher, yes.
Getting higher. The restaurant opened at noon, so be here right at noon. You can get a front row seat. We weren't paying attention, so we didn't get a seat with an umbrella, but I make do. Obviously, we had to get another Aperol Spritz and a fruit salad. Authentic to Italy.
Currently on a bit of a mission to get on this ferry. It leaves in about 8 minutes, and we're not sure if we're gonna make it or not. Worst case scenario, we take a train, but lesson learned, the ferry times are never convenient. Just kidding. We are gonna just take the train. Ferry is...
chaos.
Okay, so here's the thing about Lake Como. We are loving it. It is absolutely gorgeous, having a great time. We don't mean to keep complaining about all these things happening to us. But on Lake Como, if you leave your town and you're going to other towns, you are very, very reliant on the ferry or the train. The ferry you have to get your tickets in advance, so you have to really know your schedule. And unfortunately, we didn't really know our schedule today because we don't have a whole lot going on. So we were just hanging out, and the ferry was in like 10 minutes. So we left, the line for the ferry was super long, so now we're taking the train. So basically, you just gotta really plan your day down to like the minute and know exactly what ferry you're gonna be taking at exactly what time. And then sometimes the ferry is late, sometimes the train is late, doesn't come. Like you just have to have basically no plans, but also all of your plans. It's kind of weird.
Basically, you just have to have 5 backup plans.
So now we are taking the, hopefully, 12:54 train. There's one at 1:30, so basically we're banking on taking the 1:30, and if we take the 12:54, we'll be super thrilled. Just trying to buy the tickets. Gotta buy them online because I don't have a travel card, so I can't buy them in there. Shockingly on time. Well, I'm shocked that that train was on time. The first thing we've had on time since coming here, so that was nice. I just want to say, we're not letting this crazy scheduling train ferry stuff detract from our experience. Lake Como is absolutely gorgeous. We're having an absolutely great time, but we're never gonna lie and try to make it seem like everything's peaches and rainbows all the time, because the realities are this is what travel is like. There's unexpected delays, there's things that happen. So coming to Lake Como, just expect things to be delayed, a little late, just try to be as best on time, but have a backup plan. You know, if you want to go somewhere, have an option to go somewhere else just in case. It's never a bad idea anyways. She's kind of cranky right now, but we're gonna rest and be back at it later this afternoon. After taking the afternoon to cool off and chill and do a little bit of work, we are gonna do something that's gonna cool us off even more. That feels so good. Probably the coldest I've been since being here. That feels good. Tonight we took the ferry over to Colico in the north of Lake Como. We just got some delicious appetizers and drinks. I think it's pesto and cheese. Nice. Before heading to dinner. And Sarah is extra excited for this one because
this is an AIC accredited restaurant, which means gluten-free, and the AIC is basically the gluten police, so I can really eat safely here. I'm sweating. Kiju's making me run because we were like 3 minutes late for our reservation. We're the only ones here. Great, because we had the whole place to ourselves, but now I'm really sweaty.
Your menu, milady.
I got the appetizer of the day, which comes with sparkling wine. Delicioso. The appetizer of the day, they never know. It changes day by day and hour by hour, just depending on the chef's inspiration. I got my own plate for bread, so pretty excited about that. And here's the appetizer. It has beef, mozzarella, tomatoes, parmesan. Looks good. Looks really fancy. I got the ravioli with some fish, and I don't know what case I got.
And I got the pig, suckling pig, I think. Suckling pig, or something like that. Really good, really good.
I think this is the first time I've had ravioli since my diagnosis. It has some kind of fish in it, which gives such a good taste. I forgot with ravioli, they like to give you like 5 pieces. Like, girl, I'm hungry. This delicious chocolate treat had chocolate on top and then hot chocolate poured on over it. Now it's like a brownie sundae. KJ got the don't call it tiramisu. I did, and she was very confused. And I said, no, the don't call it. And it's basically tiramisu. It looks delicious. That was amazing.
Do it. Found it. I'm feeling good about this one. I think it'll be on time. Train was on time, food was good, Sarah had her gluten-free ravioli. It was a good night, a good way to end a day that started off a little rocky, but we're on our ups. I'm trying not to get hit by a car, you're right. That would be the lowest of low for the day, but yeah, that would be tough. We ended the day on a high note, now it's time for bed. See you tomorrow for a fun adventure.
Approfitto per...
You want me to repeat what I said?
No, just like right now, just say like, and we have hope.
You know what? I'm gonna do me. Okay. I wonder if there are any spooky stories of like lake monsters. I bet there are, like in Italian.
The Como turtle.
No, it'd be like the Como monster.
Yeah, but like that's so unoriginal.